Hello, and thank you for joining me for this brief product presentation regarding Weave. Now, just to be very upfront and clear, this is not a full product demo. If I say something during this brief product presentation that you like or maybe you think resonates with your office, then go ahead and fill out the form and one of our specialists will reach out to you and give you a full customized demo regarding your practice management system. So you might be asking yourself, what is Weave? Weave is a specialized phone system for veterinary practices and hospitals like yourself. Offices in the vet industry have been overwhelmed for years and years with how many phone calls you are getting. The unfortunate thing is your phone systems have stayed fairly generic as those years have progressed. I talk with offices all the time where their volume of phone calls has increased, but the phone system they used is still the same. They may have upgraded their phones, they may have gotten new phones, but how they do everything, the number of lines they have, people being put on hold, call music, it's all stayed the same. That's where Weave comes in. Weave is a phone system that is specialized for vet practices and hospitals because it integrates with your practice management software. In addition to integrating to your practice management software, we found at Weave that vets are paying all sorts of bills. They're paying for a phone system. They're paying for a reminder and confirmation system. They're paying for Google reviews. They're paying for a payments platform. They're paying for all of these different things. And so what Weave has done, in addition to being the specialized phone provider for you, is they've taken all of these things and combined them into one system, making it not only easier for you and your staff, but also for your clients and your patients. Now let's get into a brief explanation of the product itself so you can see if this is a good fit to do a demonstration for your practice. What you're seeing on the screen right now is the Weave software. You're going to notice that it looks just like a smartphone. Now, the software here on the computer screen is integrated with your practice management system as well as with the physical phones that we'll provide you. The physical phones look just like this right here. Now, you're going to notice that you have a cordless option as well as a corded option. Now, all three are working together. The software that we install on your computer, the physical phones, as well as your practice management system. I can't tell you how often I have heard offices tell me when a client calls in, first off, they're put on hold and they're on hold for a decent amount of time. I've been on hold for practices for 10 minutes or more. But then what happens is then you answer the phone and then you end up playing 20 questions right off the bat. What is your first name? What is your last name? What is your pet's name? If they're using a cell phone, sometimes it's staticky. It's difficult to understand them. You're having to look them up in your practice management system. The great thing with Weave is when a client calls in, because it's integrated, it solves all of this for you right off the bat. I'm just going to call my office phone right now. As your phones ring, you're going to notice that there's going to be a pop-up on the top right-hand corner of your computer screen. Now, when you physically answer the phone, or I'm going to click view, it's going to bring up exactly who is calling in, and it will bring up their pets. So right off the bat, we're going to see that Colton is calling in, and we see his two pets, Fido as well as Felix. In fact, we even see that Fido is coming in on August 31st, and that appointment is confirmed, but Felix is coming in on September 2nd. And so right while we're on the phone with Colton, I can confirm that appointment with Felix right here, and it will confirm it in your practice management system. Now, even further, let's say I click here on Fido and I can see the birthday. I can even see things like vaccinations and upcoming vaccinations. So let's say, for example, Fido is overdue for a vaccination. It would notify me right here. Or if there's an upcoming vaccination, once again, it's going to notify me right here. It's going to tell me when their next visit is, their last visit is. Literally everything that you need to know is at your fingertips. And it's consolidating all of that in just from picking up the phone. No more looking up each individual pet. No more looking up the client. You have it all right here. In addition to that, I can come down here to notes where we can keep notes regarding that specific patient or client, or I can even come here to this call history where it's going to keep track of all the missed call or all of the phone calls or text messages that we have. And so what offices love about this is it will record every single phone call. There's no more of this he said, she said situation. everything is recorded right there. Other features that it's going to do with the phone system is we can give you as many lines as you want. We can customize your ringtones. We can do hunt groups. We can do call queuing. How you want this set up, we can do. The next feature I want to jump in is regarding our two-way text messaging system. Now, this is like bread and butter for offices who are really just overwhelmed and really can't keep up quite with their call volume. The reason being is because, as I said earlier, the way we communicate has changed. I text my 65-year-old mother every single day. One of my colleagues, he texts his 90-year-old grandmother every day, and they're sending gifts and memes back and forth. Regardless of who you are sending text messages. The great thing with this is Weave has updated it to where we are texting from your office phone number. Okay? A lot of vet offices right now are sending text messages, and it's either coming from a random phone number or it's coming from like a short digit code. I don't know about you, but anytime I receive a text message from a number I don't recognize, I delete it because I just assume that it's spam. The great thing with Weave as well is we make it easy for your office to send text messages. So your staff not only will utilize the text messaging feature, but then it's not only easy for them, but also the client. You'll see what I mean here. Let me kind of show you. So right here in the Weave software, we're just going to come right to messages. Looks just like a smartphone, right? Easy, simple to navigate. As I click on that, you're going to see everyone that we've been sending text messages between. Once again, just like a smartphone, simple. I'm going to send a new text message, and I'm going to send it here to Michael. And I'm going to come in here. And let's say we've been calling Michael, and he's just not answering his phone. Think about it. How many people do you call and they don't answer the phone because they're at work or they just don't recognize the phone number? I'd imagine quite a few. I'm going to come here to the text and I'm going to say, hey, Fluffy is ready to be picked up. She did so amazing. Let's put an emoji in there, and we're going to make it a dog emoji. I love that one there. I click enter, and the first thing you're going to notice is it's going to tell me who in the office sent that text message. Now I'm going to pull up my cell phone so you can physically see this. And you'll notice right off the bat, you'll see first off that number that I'm texting from is my office phone number. That's not some random phone number. That is my office phone number. In addition, you'll notice the text message that I just sent over. Now I'm going to come back here and I'm actually going to minimize my Weave software and I'm going to say, that sounds great. I will be there soon. I send that text message on over, and you're going to notice that the first thing that does is it's going to notify your office with a pop-up right here in the top right-hand corner. Now, once again, it's notifying your office. You're not having to log into another system and be consistently checking if someone sent you a text message. In addition to that, let's say that this message is specifically for the office manager. Let's say it's for billing. Let's say it's a prescription refill. Let's say it's for one of the doctors, Dr. Johnson, Dr. Smith. You can assign that right here by adding this tag. In addition to that, when I click reply, I can reply here, or if I click view, it's going to bring up our entire text message conversation right there. Easy and simple. Okay. Now with that, you're going to notice coming back over to my cell phone, you'll see where it says a few messages up. Sorry, I missed your call. I will be giving you a call back shortly, but if you prefer to text, feel free to respond here. This is what we call our missed call text messaging. Offices love this because if you happen to miss a phone call, it will automatically text that client back. We found that that is particularly effective with newer clients who call into your office, they hit a voicemail, and they just don't leave a voicemail and go to the next hospital or clinic. Super effective, especially because we're finding ways to communicate with individuals where, like I said, communication is changing and revolutionizing. Let me show you our next feature. This right here is called the Weave mobile app. The Weave mobile app makes it so that everything I am showing you, you can do right from your cell phone. What I mean by that is, let's say, for example, you are at home and you want to take a look at the schedule for the next day. The doctor, or maybe the doctor wants to look at their schedule for the next day. I had one office tell me that every day the doctor would call up the practice manager and say, hey, what is the schedule? Do I need to be in at 8 a.m.? Well, now the doctor can come right here on their cell phone. They can come to their schedule and they can see literally everyone who is coming in that day, who is confirmed, who is not confirmed, if they want to look at the next day. If they're confirmed, they're in green. If they're not confirmed, they're in gray. Let's say, for example, the doctor also wants to call, we'll say Gordon White. We'll see Gordon is not confirmed. Okay, I can look at Gordon's profile and see all of their pets. I can then call Gordon or I can text Gordon right here from my cell phone. And the nice thing about that is it's not going to use my cell phone number. It's going to use my office phone number. Okay, I repeat, it is going to use my office phone number. Doctors love this. I had one doctor tell me that every time they needed to call a client, they would dial *67 and block their phone number. Who answers a blocked phone number? No one. So then they ended up playing phone tag, the doctor and that client. With this, it's all going to mask using your office phone number. So whether you text them, whether you call them, it's all going to use the office phone number. In addition to that, in looking up the schedule, not only will you be able to look up the schedule and be able to I'll even come over here and see who is called. You can listen to those phone calls as everything is recorded. Or if I come right over here, I can see once again all of my clients, all of my patients, all of their basic information, call them, text them. I can do everything. The other really nifty thing about this is you can do everything such as changing your voicemails. You can listen to your voicemails. Anything that you would do on your phone system in your office, you can do right here from your cell phone. I had one practice that they were in, they were in Oklahoma actually, and tornadoes were coming in, and the tornado sirens were running, and the practice manager woke up to those sirens, and they had clients who were coming in that day from kind of outer lying cities. The great thing that saved her was she opened up her Weave mobile app. She was able to come here to her schedule and see who is coming in that day, and then from her cell phone, she was able to come in and send a mass text message to everyone saying, hey, we have major storms. We will be calling you to reschedule later today or tomorrow. She sent this text message from her cell phone to everyone that day as she was going down to her storm cellar. The clients then received that text message notifying them, and it all came from the office phone number. She changed her voicemail. She did everything right from her cell phone. Offices love this feature because it makes it to where you can practice while still keeping your personal information private. Now, those are just some of a few features that I've shown you regarding the Weave phone system. If something that I've shown you has resonated or something has piqued your curiosity, please go ahead and schedule a demo. This has only scratched the surface. Weave does so much more. I mean, just as I pull this up, you're going to see things I covered like the phone system, the text messaging, the mobile app. We do things such as email marketing. We'll do Google reviews. We do an internal office team chat. We do forms. One of the common features that offices love is our text to pay, which is where a client can make a payment via text message. It's pretty cool. So many different features that we consolidate into one system. As I said, this has just been a brief product presentation. Go ahead and fill out a form, and one of our representatives will reach out to you where they can then do a full-blown customized demo for your office, and then you can get a feel for if this is a good fit for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.